All right, good morning. Happy Sunday again. This is Gary, and I'm here with John. John, what's your last name?
Sancelli.
Sancelli. All right, Mr. John Sancelli. He's also president of Mojave County Canine Sheriff's Foundation.
Past president.
And past and present. And I know us here at the Parish Mall over there, we work with them to help them out with their foundation. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to ask John a lot of questions that he's been asked already. But I'm going to ask him again for you guys who new people who are coming to our area, me, so it can help me sharpen my skills so I don't feel so uncomfortable and like I'm talking to a fishbowl sometimes. But, find out a little bit more. And from what I've already found out, this is your 13th consecutive year doing this. Here at the Mojave Marketplace, which is being hosted by the co-owner of the Fort Mojave Treasure Mall. The owner of the Fort Mojave Treasure Mall, and Mr. Dennis Wallace. And we'll be talking to him a little bit later on too. But right now, John, he's going to tell us what this one is about and what it's for this year. If you could.
Okay, well, after I left the Canine Foundation, I ran that for 5 years. I'm a retired cop from Minnesota. I was a deputy for 28 years. Moved here and got involved with the canine unit. And then we started the foundation. And then I decided to step down from the foundation. The sheriff called me and asked me if I'd start a new program. I was, what's that? He said, well, there's 100,000 people a year dying of fentanyl overdose. So he said, I want you to start a program called SOAR. Stop Overdose Addiction Resources. So we started that about 3 months ago. And the proceeds from this car show are going to go to SOAR. And our main job is to get out in the community and spread the word about the evil of fentanyl and opiates. So hopefully we can save some lives.
Well, that's a really great thing, to get in the community to stop opiate addiction and start programs like that. Education is a lot better than having to supply Narcan, and unfortunately education goes a lot further because not everybody has Narcan in their back pocket when they have to run across a situation like that.
We got Public Health Department, Southwest Behavioral Health is handing out Narcan. Now you don't have to buy it, it's free. So we're recommending that. Hopefully you don't ever have to use it. But I already heard of one case that somebody used Narcan to bring somebody back.
It's good to have it. But the thing is like you were saying, educate people and try to get them to where they're not using it. It's a better solution. Narcan is a great tool to save lives. And like he said, the health department and mental health department have those available at no cost for you. Not saying you should run out and get them, but it's something that maybe you should have in your med kit for your home. If you have teenagers frequenting your house, you have say 20-somethings, or just even your fellow man as you're walking down the street. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, and it's all about prevention because we have no power to prevent what's going on at the border.
Exactly.
But we do have power in the community. And we can do everything we can to try and save lives. Hopefully something will be done to cut that off at the border.
Yep. Yeah, at the border. We need to cut it off where it comes from. We need to cut it off, make sure that China doesn't send it to us, and then we got to make sure that we take care of it when it gets here by not letting it come into our communities. It starts with us, starts with watching out for our community, making sure, keeping an eye out, being part of these educational programs, what this man's trying to do with the SOAR program right here.
We're going to try and get into high schools, into middle schools. We're going to try and get the parents. We'll be in the newspaper every other week. Mojave Daily News is going to do news articles for us for free. And then we're going to be in the Old Town Magazine. So that's where the money's going to be going.
Well, I'll tell you what, you let me know where your program's going, and I will come down and I will do video programs for them and put them on the Facebook page for Mojave Daily News. So that way we not only have it in print, we also have it where people can see it, because not everybody reads in this day and age. It's becoming a lost art, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, I'm Italian. I can't read.
Well, John, I want to thank you for sitting down with me. I hope it didn't take up too much of your time.
You want to talk to him?
What's this gentleman right here? The sheriff?
That happens to be Sheriff Schuster.
Sheriff Schuster.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Would you like to sit down with me for a minute?
Sure, I'm Doug.
Doug, my name's Gary. They also call me the Wolf. I do the videos for the Fort Mojave Treasure Mall.
Oh, great.
And I'm doing some interviews and stuff. And
Sorry about that. He harasses me.
well, you know.
That's what he does. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you guys doing?
This is great.
Yeah, this absolutely is
Okay.
fantastic. And
Yeah.
thank you guys for doing this for the community. John, it's such a pleasure meeting you, sir. Yeah, you start with that.
John is a rock star, so to give you the background on it. When I took office back in 2017, we had no canines. So we started a canine foundation. John was the president. We brought in local volunteers. They raised money to allow us to purchase canines and the training and everything that goes with it. That program took off and did extremely well. Well, now with the fentanyl problems in America. Oh, good morning, sweetheart.
Hey, that's from John, he says.
I'll take them all day long.
Would you really? How you
Well, not
doing?
from John. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing
Smile,
good,
honey, you're
Doug.
on camera.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, should I give another kiss?
Oh my goodness, it's the sheriff's lucky day.
Yeah.
For heaven's sake.
Hey, you know what they say? It's a blessed Sunday.
Yeah, it is. Every Sunday is every Sunday.
Blessed Sunday.
Great seeing you,
You
sweetheart.
bet, you bet. Good luck on your, I think we got things signed like this.
Oh, I know. Well, I appreciate everybody's help. I truly do. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah, so getting back to it, we did so well with the Canine Foundation that when this opioid crisis began in America, we took immediate note, and it got so bad here in Mojave County with the fentanyl issues that we said, look, we got to get the word out. We got to, really promote the dangers and hazards associated. So I told John, who was the president of that foundation, I said, I have a new program I want you to kick off for me. And we call it our SOAR program. It's a stop, Stop, overdose,
Resource awareness.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, resource.
It's a tongue twister.
Awareness and resource.
Yeah, so basically it's an awareness program.
Yeah.
And
The
the intent.
acronym, SOAR is a great acronym. So
Yeah.
trying to figure it out,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, figuring out the acronyms. But no, it's a wonderful program, and it's a new program. So we're really trying to do events like this to raise the funding to get out, not only get the message across the community, but we want to get in the schools, we want to talk to the children. Very important to us.
Now another question is a little bit probably on the same note. Now, when you're interpersonal training with your deputies who's going out in the field, I know that their training protocol has changed
very
to
much so.
almost like a trauma response when it comes to overdose.
It is.
Now, all your units carry Narcan and a bag with them now at this point in time with the crisis the way it is.
100%. So it's unfortunate, but that's the world we live in. Every deputy is trained for Narcan. We have Narcan in our jails. Pretty much anyone who is influenced or works for the sheriff's office has been trained in the use of Narcan, because this stuff is so dangerous. And what's the scary part is people who use it, they might have 10 successful uses. Like, hey, this is great, for whatever reason they enjoy doing it. Number 11, because it's unregulated, could be a fatal dose, and they immediately go down. So if you came in to help that person, you come in contact, you can go down with them.
Well, it's fun. The reason I asked is because I know that in a couple of sheriff's departments across the police departments, they're too centralized and too run by individual municipalities.
Right.
The sheriff's departments are broader departments. They have larger, not singular municipalities. They have regional protection.
Sure.
And I heard that a few of them out west, out east, say Florida, Panhandle, even in the southeast, they're starting to require their deputies also take an EMT1 course because of how bad the situation's gone. And even like out Atlanta area, region around Atlanta, in that county, Fulton County, they're going to start requiring EMT because ambulances won't roll in sometimes. You guys as first responders, And that's another thing. I want everybody to remember this as I'm talking to this man right here. I'm not just talking to a man with a badge. I'm talking to that man who's going to come to your door before the National Guard, before the fire department, before your preacher's going to make it there. So when these people have, and I mean people in general, as
our local LEOs, that's Sheriff's Department, Waterway, our municipal police departments. They need help. Reach out there and help them out, because guess what? Their resources are getting robbed away in too many other places. We can prevent that from happening here. And that's all I have to say for
That's
this.
a great point, and something I'll add to that. I've worked for the sheriff's office now for 33 years. I'm seeking my third term in office.
Yeah.
I've always been blessed because here in Mojave County we have such tremendous support from the public. It makes it a lot easier to deal with the stuff that we have to deal with, which isn't always pleasant. I could not imagine working in an environment where you have to deal with the crime and all the problems that we see, only to have a community that doesn't support you.
Well, right now, and the thing is, the community right now at this point should be supporting you guys more than ever, because one of the biggest problems is being in the tri-state. Our population is just exponentially exploding beyond belief.
Absolutely,
All right,
absolutely.
and we're not just a small town. We're small town problems.
Right.
We are a small town with huge city problems. We have an exponential homeless problem. We are part of that alleyway that comes through. That what is the task force that comes through?
Magnet, the corridor.
Corridor magnet. And you guys have been part of several significant busts.
yeah.
And I watch and see, and I'm hoping that me starting to do this gives me a venue to start being able to show what you guys do.
I think it's great.
And
I think it's
Doug,
great. Thank you. Yeah, Doug,
Sheriff
thank you.
Schuster,
Yeah, thank you so much.
do me a favor. I want to be able to get what you guys have to say out there.
Yeah,
If you
absolutely.
guys have an event, I can be Dennis Wallace. You can get a hold of me, or I can
Okay.
get a hold of through the Treasure Mall. But I'll come out and cover you guys.
We would
And,
love that. Yeah.
because most of my videos go immediately out to a couple different places, but the Daily News is one of the first places.
Oh, I love
post
that.
everything.
That's fantastic.
So-
well, a big part of what we're trying to do is get the information out. It's very hard. Mojave County is extremely big. Population's growing, but landmass, we're almost 14,000
Right,
square
yeah,
miles.
exactly.
So trying to get that word out there to the masses is always more difficult with all the rural communities that are
I
involved.
regret a little bit that we don't have a public access television
Yeah.
station. I mean, I would be all over it.
Well, you and I would. The kids, they wouldn't watch it once.
No,
I'll
they
tell you
wouldn't
that.
watch it once. Unless it comes on that little tiny brick I'm interviewing you on right now. It's
That's
not
it.
dumb.
Hey,
Again,
pleasure.
Ben,
Pleasure
it was a
chatting
pleasure
with you.
meeting you, and you
Thank
have a wonderful day.
Thank you now.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.